What's good, y'all? We joining now, doing this Deuce and Don live. It's our first live stream, you know. We're waiting for Deuce to join, so then we'll get this thing going. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Mateo. Yeah, we're gonna get this shit jumping soon.
Yeah.
Mateo,
What's
oh, you
poppin'?
got
What's
the mic and
poppin'?
everything.
Got
Shit
the
was
mic and everything. You know, I'm gonna have to clip this, you know?
Woo! Yeah, you ready now?
was
Jeez,
good, guys.
you know,
How y'all doing, man?
Popping.
How's your
Aaron,
Christmas?
bro.
How's y'all Christmas?
Aaron had to update update the app.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, we got
I
another
still,
special guest coming on. He's in the building too. We just
yo,
Yeah,
gotta wait for him to make his request to
Aaron,
join.
Aaron,
You know?
Instagram app. It was like orange and like tan with the little blue on it, the little 2013 one.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all can hear me?
Deuce. Yeah, I can hear you.
Damn, dude's got bad
Yo, it's
Wi-Fi
just
too. He
yeah,
said
Deuce got bad
legendary
Wi-Fi.
chat.
Yo,
nah,
Deuce,
Conrad.
you underground?
I was trying to send it out to the chat. It's probably why it cut out.
Ah, word, word,
Yeah,
word, word.
Yeah,
definitely,
good.
Word,
definitely, man.
How
word,
y'all
Hey,
doing,
yo, we
word.
man?
gonna get this conversation jumping though, man. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Who's
All
in
right,
there?
we got a goo coming in now. Anthony a goo.
Perfect. We got four squares. This like around the horn.
Four
Hell yeah,
squares.
yeah, bro. Nah, for sure. I like that. Shit got wider.
What you
What's
Damn,
up?
talking
nigga got
What's
no
about?
up?
light. This nigga just in darkness.
Nah, yeah, it's heat in the car right
Oh
now.
man, not
Yo,
that deep.
Anthony, bro, how was your Christmas, bro?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. My Christmas has been pretty nonchalant for the past how many years? Like I literally pulled up to the crib and we all just got staring at each other. It was fun.
Hell yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Anthony for joining. Shout out to Baby Teo too. We got the Outsiders
Yeah,
merch
yeah,
on. You know what I mean?
You know,
Displayed nicely.
you know
You
how we
know?
Nah,
have
we
to come.
got,
You know how we have to come.
yes, sir. We got
Yeah, bro.
visual
No,
performance of Teo, bro. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Sign
man.
your
So
time,
so
brother.
let's get this episode jumping though, bro. So Deuce, what's the first thing you want to talk about today, man?
Uh,
Wait, first
just
off, yo, Deuce, um, turn your camera. You're like sideways.
Yeah,
sorry.
bro.
Got one straight. All right, bet.
Yeah,
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 man.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If we want it from you, we need it proper. You know what I mean?
I
We gotta
bet.
make
I
sure
bet.
the shit is right. You know. So, but yeah, the first thing we gonna talk about, man. Let us know, Deuce. Let us know.
Then y'all want to touch the topic with Nikki?
Ah, we
Nicki
started with
Minaj.
that.
Y'all want to do like
What's
the
up with that?
I'm interested, man. Talk to me. Talk to me, y'all.
damn. I mean, I sent y'all some clips, but it's basically she's a honestly, bro. The way I feel about Nikki, she been doing shit like this for a long time, bro. She been kind of just saying wild shit, and it's like because she got like a powerful like fan base, it's like yo, nah, chill. It's the queen, and she is a queen. Like as far as like female rap, she definitely probably like probably top two at least female rappers all time. No, at least it's a top three at least in the top three. So but besides that, bro, she kind of a jerk. She's kind of a jerk, and she said a lot of shit in this interview with I think it was Charlie Kirk's wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to play some of the clips because I don't even.
It's
You gonna play clips?
lemonade,
Yeah,
lemonade,
because
lemonade.
now I can play it for him. I don't need to narrate this shit. She's doing weird shit now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, also with the comments, bro. We'll make sure to respond to y'all, man. You know what I mean? That's important to us.
Yeah,
Right. First off, let's get to the real nitty gritty, bro. Erica Kirk not grieving shit. Like,
yeah, she not giving.
Boy got to
I
the
mean,
meat. Okay.
like
Nah,
that
man.
whole
She's
shit was
she's
a sham,
monetizing.
bro.
She's monetizing for sure.
I mean,
Nigga, I mourned my goldfish longer than she mourned her husband.
not gonna lie, bro.
Fictional characters I mourned more than her husband.
Yeah, this is my first time ever seeing her in life, so she looks all smiles and all teeth is out.
Bro,
So
she was been
I don't know.
smiles since he died, bro. I'm trying to think she
Facts.
did
Yeah,
it.
I haven't been paying attention to Shorty, so I can't even like really
Yeah.
comment. But
Hey,
like,
look.
I would
I'll say
guess
this
it's
though.
probably the most popularity she's probably gotten.
Benny said she pregnant. That's not his kid.
Yo, wait, for real?
Wouldn't be surprised if Charlie
Hey,
Kirk was a cuck on the low.
Hey, as they said, where Goo going, bro?
Nah, yeah. It's. I have to. I got. I'm probably gonna stay in the car the entire time, but I'm
This thing,
driving
I-
to the crib right now.
this
Hey,
thing I
what?
gotta get some
It's,
salt.
it's all good, bro. You
Hey,
know,
man, he's scrambling, man. But nah, I'll say this though about Nikki, man. The Republicans must have gave her a hell of a check, man.
She owes
You
somebody
know what
20
I'm saying?
mil.
Like, cause like what she's like, spazzed out on people on Twitter. You know, what I mean, whether I felt it was warranted or not doesn't matter. But it's been crazy at times. Definitely, I'll say that.
yeah,
But
bro.
but yeah, this definitely was very unexpected to me. I can't say
Oh,
this was on my
okay.
bingo card for
I
2025.
I
Especially
mean,
with her fan base.
Right,
Her
right.
fan base is if we really know Nicki fans, bro, Nicki fans are mostly like the girls and the gays. If we can be completely honest, bro. I'm so serious.
It's a
She knows
fact
everybody
though.
knows this.
Like, bro,
So
come on.
so you just pretty much went on to a platform that has been talking shit about the gays, shit about like what women could do with their bodies, and kind of hyping them up in a sense. And it's like you just alienated your pretty much whole fan base, which
For
is like
sure. Yo, that's a
the
fact,
reason
Bene.
why. You say,
No, I was saying that's a fact to Bene's comment. You were saying why though?
but it's different. Like what did Nicki been? People, Nicki fans been standing up for Nicki. Anything, right? Her man's a sex offender.
Her
Standing up.
brother,
You
Yeah.
don't really
her
see her
brother.
fans standing up. You don't really see her fans standing up for this. You know, the
Yep.
fans are real quiet because they know she in the wrong. They know she in the wrong. Like they ain't not even trying to defend it.
Bro, the thing is, bro, I see some Nicki fans say, "Nah, we're not jacking that." But the thing is, bro, it's too many Nicki fans out there. It's probably some who don't care, though. It's probably some because the thing is,
But they not vocal. They not
yeah,
vocal right
but
now.
but the
They
thing
usually
is,
very vocal about like, nah, we stand with Nicki. Fuck all y'all in the comments talking crazy about people. They real quiet right now, which is saying something.
the barbs, bro. That's
The
that's
Barb's are
the
real quiet right now. The Barb's are real quiet.
I
Yeah,
mean, hey,
it's
you
historic
can't do
conversation.
nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing, Nikki, dog. She signed with Trump, and honestly, I don't even think that's not even too much of a problem with that. The fact that she signed with Trump, but it's more like, bro, you're gonna alienate your entire fan base. Like she said something about gay people. Like, oh, that get like guys shouldn't be with guys. I'm like, all right, you're gonna alienate like half your fan base, bro. Like, how does that make sense? Who does that? Like, it's like, yo, it's like down like, yo, all the rap guys, I don't mess with y'all. Like, it's whatever, bro. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
It's like, like,
it's ass backwards.
Mind you, they don't even like immigration. Nicki not born in America. Nicki Trini,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
bro. Like when I see
And,
people
and,
like
and
that, it's like,
Jamaican, Trini and Jamaican.
bro, they come like I feel like I hate people sometimes. Like you know what? When you walk into a store and they all run out of stuff, and you're like, yes, yeah, nah, y'all can't get nothing. Y'all can't get nothing. I was like,
Yeah,
just because you got here, don't mean everybody else is just in the background doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Right,
bro, I
right.
get it.
It's like the guy right behind you is just like you. You got in the store first.
Nah, bro.
my
Hey.
boy Mateo, he loaded with the takes. I'm loving it, man.
Yeah, bro.
He was ready. Yeah,
I'm
that's why I like Mateo. He always ready. We gotta get you
Hell
on.
yeah, man.
right. You know,
Nah. Shout out to Mateo because like we've been saying for a minute that we're gonna have you on as a guest, and the day is finally here. You know what I mean? Our
yeah,
first
you
live.
know,
So it's dope.
I don't get a chance to talk my shit like this for real. So you know,
Hell yeah, bro. Yo, Teo, you know what, bro? Nah, you've done such a great job right now, bro. Just tell us
appreciate
what's
it.
on your mind right now. What do you want us to talk about now?
I
This
mean,
time.
Sheesh,
hey,
bro.
ISO, clear out, clear out.
ISO. All right, let's get,
Yeah. Hell yeah. Nah, when the shooter got the high hand, you gotta keep letting him shoot.
You
bro.
You know
gotta
what I
keep
All
mean?
it
right, we
around.
really gonna
You gotta
talk
score
about it,
points,
bro.
bro.
Go ahead,
Nigeria
bro.
said they not letting Americans in the country. I've never met an American trying to go to Nigeria, bro. Make that make sense.
That's the topic you
Agu, you African. You ever met a Nigerian trying to go to Americans like, yo, where we out to? Nigeria?
Did you say Nigeria or Nigeria?
Nigeria, bro. And then all the
Oh,
dumb people
Nigeria.
be talking
Okay,
about
that's
Nigeria,
more.
bro. Like they got
That
two
might
different
be a little
countries.
slightly different. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't hear that news actually.
Nah, it was mad funny, bro. They said, nah, no more Americans in Nigeria. But there was no Americans in the first place.
All right, bro. I mean, shoot, bro. You know that they're banning um like certain countries in Africa and other continents, but like in Africa to come to America. So if anything, it's kind of like That sounds like a tit for tat. I don't know how recent this is, but it sounds like a tit for tat.
I think
You know,
it's more of a reaction. I think Trump banned them first, and he was like, "Nah, we gonna ban y'all niggas too."
Right.
But
which I,
but it's a big thing because when all right, the World Cup coming to America in 2026, right? There's some
you
Right.
know,
certain countries that
some of the countries that are going to be playing in the World Cup, those countries have been banned.
have been banned.
Right. It don't
So
make
it's like, oh, what's
sense.
going on? Like, what we doing? Like, and they're probably gonna let the athletes in, but they're not
They,
gonna have any like fans in the stands, like,
yeah.
which is a big part of the tournament of
What,
having your supporters there as well.
Definitely.
what they could possibly do is like play like a neutral site, like maybe not play in America or
No,
a certain
that's
place.
not what they're doing. The tournament. That's not how the tournament
It's
gonna
just,
run.
yeah, where
No, no,
Huh?
I understand. I
it's
understand
gonna
what
be
you're
I mean,
in
I
saying.
don't
It's
America.
know
Like
because like
America.
they can't change that.
because
They
like
play in three countries. They play in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. But they only have like a couple games in Canada and Mexico. The majority of the games are in the U.S. So
Yeah,
and like if you get past a certain round, you're gonna have to play in the U.S. eventually.
well yeah, obviously
You
true.
know what I mean?
No, I definitely agree that it's a reaction though to because I mean Trump just and that administration they just banning countries just to look for some blame of with immigration and whatnot. So they just banning countries. So it's like the countries is like, all right, so we'll just to me it's like do the same thing right back. See how y'all like it. You know what I mean? But it don't really make sense to me. You know what I mean? In terms of just banning countries just because they feel like that's the blame of like crime in our country when it couldn't be falser. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you
I
know,
feel like
I feel like when something starts to feel like it doesn't make sense, then you gotta think of two things, right? Either one, the person that you're trying to make sense of their moves is actually nonsensical, or two, you're like being you're being ran around in circles and you don't even know it. And I feel like some of
Exactly.
these moves, I don't know, like I just feel like they don't when it starts to not make sense for me, that's why I know I'm cooked. Because I'm just like, all right, like I feel like there's a strategy, there's something bigger going on that
Yeah.
I really can't put my finger on right now. That's my honest opinion. That's been my outlook on like honestly politics for like such a long
yeah,
time now.
but it's they're trying to put the blame game like. But like we live up north, so we don't really see this as much, especially in Jersey, like in the city or whatever. Bro, go down south, bro. Go in the Midwest, bro. Interact with those poor whites. Them niggas is crazy. The poor whites, the poor whites be bugging, bro.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
the
you don't hear
the
nobody talk
trailer
about the
park.
poor, the trailer parks. Those niggas are really doing crystal meth in what's that Breaking Bad
Oh
and
no,
shit
them
like that.
motherfuckers is riding.
Those
Yeah,
niggas
oh,
really
they robbing,
exist,
They-
they
bro.
robbing, they ripping and robbing too. We just
Ripping
the
and
dudes
robbing
don't really
too. No
talk
one
about it.
talks about them. It's always like, oh, the inner cities, the Negroes.
Oh hell
they-
yeah, man. Nah, you know what I mean? When you don't got shit in your refrigerator, it'll do that to you. You know what I mean? Black or white, and that's what people don't realize. But they're all like, oh, because the camera's pointed here, they just assume it's all, immigrants and black people. It's false. You know what I mean? We are hypocritical. We the most hypocritical nation in the earth to me. You know.
Don't get me started on hypocritical
it's
about
some
this.
guys
Hey
from
yo, we
Albuquerque,
gotta
bro.
hold on. Let's get a take. We got a caller here. You know what I mean? A very familiar caller. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Might
call.
we get a take from him. We know he's very wise, but yeah, man. In the
That's
meantime, other
Kawan.
person's joining.
It's
Is
Kawan.
Kawan
So
joining the lot?
Oh,
I know
I
it's
didn't see his
Kawan.
name there. Oh shit, what's going on? Oh nah, I think Agoo's nah. I think I'm just unked out, bruh. Cause Agoo's joint just went out, and
No, he back. He back. He,
all
he
right,
just he just had to do something on his
Oh,
phone.
I thought somebody called. Damn.
I thought so too,
Mr. Motion.
but
Damn.
yeah, man, nah. I definitely see the hypocriticalness. You know what I mean? Of the country. You know what I mean? In terms of just banning, because it's like, how you gonna ban all these people yet to entertain our citizens? You bring all these people in from these countries, right? You know what I mean? Down to like in all walks of life, you know what I mean? Immigrants are helping this country and you're gonna ban that. You know what I mean? It's ass backwards to me, and it's hypocritical. So
Yeah, I mean that's been happening for a long time, but they now it's kind of like he really trying to enforce it for real. I mean, if America could see that without the immigrants, that it's just not prospering, maybe shit would change. But Trump's trying to have his way and eat his cake too. So that's what we going with right now, bro.
Yeah, we
But
got mad into politics, bro. All because of Nikki, bro. All because of Nikki wanted to gift the gay.
nah,
yeah,
for real,
man.
it's her
Nah,
fault because
that
why
check
is she
must be
even up
crazy
there,
though.
bro?
She
Why is she
needed the
even up there?
bread,
Like,
bro.
That check
She
is
owes like
crazy.
Jay-Z like 20 mil, bro. Them checks not hitting the same.
It had to be. It had to be, bro. Because it's like, nah, to alienate your fan base like that, that check had to be insane, bro. I know it. Like,
Right.
but you know what I mean? I can't sell out like that. Hell no. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
she's
Because it's
sold
like,
out.
but at the end of the day, maybe that's what her soul really feels, bro. Which is
And that's what
crazy
her
to me.
soul
Because
really
it's like,
feels. But then you gotta accept the consequences of like, yo, the people that was really rocking with you that made you get to a certain point are not gonna be rocking with you no more. Like
right.
it's different from like, all right, if we want to really get into the Kanye situation, what's good, Abe?
We getting
Like
Kanye?
if we get into the
What?
Kanye's a different. We
Shit.
knew Kanye was crazy from the first place. Like
I
we
need to
knew
make
Kanye
sure
was
Benny
crazy
is
in
here to see
'01.
this. Benny need to be here to see this now.
You know, we knew Kanye was crazy since '01, and now and but like Nicki, it was like, all right, she been doing a little wild shit, bro. Look like she on too much cocaine a little bit, you know, every once in a while. But like she came
Fucking
out the
around.
cut,
Fucking
like no
Yeah.
around.
one knew she was hopping out to this
That
shit.
powder, yeah.
That
She on
powder,
that.
bro.
She definitely on that powder.
Abena is right, bro. Yo, Wayne and all of YMCMB, they MAGA now,
That's
bro. Because
different. That's different. Wayne fuck with Trump because he pardoned him.
also because he said a cop saved his life, according to him.
Bro, but then this nigga be rapping about gangster shit the whole time, bro. Like this nigga don't fuck with him.
Oh, I got
He
something I
fuck
want to talk about.
with
Actually, I'm
one
glad you
cop.
brought that up. Nah. You know what? Let's change the topic. What do we think of these rappers saying "fuck the streets" when the
uh,
streets is where your family is still at, and the streets is what you rap about? That don't make sense to me, man.
No, because the fuck the
Streets.
streets is not about like the family or the store on the side. Fuck the
yep.
streets means nigga, why are we out here murdering each other? That's how it should be anyway. The hood gonna be the hood no matter what the hood is. But
Yeah.
like the glorification of all this shit is like niggas out here in school talking about I want to be King Von.
Yeah.
Yeah, school project.
Nah, bro. Hey, if you guys can notice a pattern, the people who are saying fuck the streets, they're all from a certain region. Um, and
I
there's
don't
been
know.
some.
Because I've heard
Well,
people from
I mean,
Chicago.
not all of them, but where it started from. If you the origin, 21 Savage said it right.
Yeah.
There's been speculation, right? I mean, I don't really know the exact correlation, but I see some posts about it, and it can kind of line up. Young Thug did just get out of jail, and there has been rumblings of to how he got out, and some people are saying that he may have told, right? So, I mean, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if that's the real connection here, but it would kind of make sense that all of a sudden, Young Thug is under fire.
Time out. Though you said 21 Savage started it though.
21
Why?
did
I
no
said 21 Savage is the first one to say it. He said fuck the streets.
Right now we understand that. I guess with Young Thug, but it's like, bro, you still repping it. At the end of the day, right? Your money
Yeah,
gets
I
low. You
mean,
back in the streets. So how are they gonna show you love again when you saying "fuck the streets"? It's like, bro, that's
no,
your whole
because
come
no,
up,
but
man.
the streets is not when they say when from what I perceive it as, when they say F the streets, they not talking about the little old lady on the side of the road in the trenches, bro. They talking
they're
Right.
about
talking about like
they talking about the reason they homies are dead.
She
They
got
talking about
babies
the
in the
reason they
streets
homie
too,
got
though.
talking about
45
the
life.
crash out stuff. Like
You
it's
know, all,
that's
like
crazy.
the crash out, like what you think, like oh you have like oh you want to be a street nigga, you gotta crash out,
I do agree, though. The
like
streets
you
is not the
know.
only come up. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
unfortunately society makes
They
it so
not
that
saying fuck. They not
but
saying fuck the hood. They not saying like fuck the environment, fuck the neighborhood.
but
They saying fuck the shit that makes them have to think they have to do this shit.
right.
exactly.
Because
But
then
the
it's a
problem,
cycle.
yeah, the problem I feel like is that why now? Why are they
We know why,
saying now? Right?
Aaron.
Because
For the same reason you said. For the same
like
reason you said.
that's the thing. Because like we connected because you remember Gunna got out, and what did everybody call Gunna?
All right.
Right.
Exactly. Was anybody saying after streets then?
No.
No, it was like, yeah, we used to, so it's just convenient. It's like, like it's, we don't have full proof. I don't have full proof, but it's just convenient. That's all I would feel because everybody's cool with Thug. Everybody loves Thug. And even people who aren't from Atlanta would side with Thug, even if if there's no solid side proof of anything. But like it's just hey, sometimes you just gotta be like, it's whatever. If they all gonna ride, they. But the thing is, it's gonna be weird if y'all saying after streets and
You still rapping
y'all still
about it.
making the same music. You guys are still doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Right.
there has to be a turn. There has to
You're
be
still
a
gonna
turn.
They actually.
It's
you're
like
still gonna be there though. That's the
if
thing.
we
Because to
really
me, like,
looking at it, like who are like the street guys that are like that really, really successful. Like you like, damn, like I can really only name two. Like honestly, 50 and Jay. All them niggas rap about street shit. Are they doing street shit right now?
Yeah.
No, this nigga Jay-Z out here selling artwork.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
once you
mean?
get that much money, I mean,
'Cause
he's
like,
a Beyonce, his wife is Beyonce, bro. I
especially
don't know, like
especially you get
it's,
to a certain age,
yeah,
like these niggas
Hey,
start 30 plus, bro. There's
hey,
no
hold
reason you
that
should be on a
thought.
block
Hold that
30
thought.
plus.
Yo, both Avery and Mike, bruh, great comments. I appreciate that. Those are both great takes. You know what I mean? I just want to shout out all the listeners. You know, right now we got 6 viewers. We're doing all right, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
bro.
just want to
We
get
was as high as
shout out for
10.
those two comments, bro. Those are good takes, bro. Good takes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So he
Now,
said in terms of fuck the streets, in terms of the burdens it comes with rather than the population. I understand that too because like I think now, you know what I mean, hearing what y'all are saying, fuck the streets is more about like you know what I mean, all the shit that they had to go through, you know what I mean, in terms of doing what they had to do, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, of course, what Big Mike said too, in terms of hip hop was grounded in imposing the street philosophy is also true, you know what I mean? Because it was looked at as a way to get out of it. And now it seems like the only way to stay in is to keep going with it and keep rapping about it, which it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? And that in a way is another systemic burden through the music labels, but we won't get too much into that, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I definitely see the points, you know?
Cause
like
like
100%.
that's what they push. They if you like they push that shit. Like they hear niggas talking about crazy as shit. They're like, word, we gonna push this nigga out.
That's what
We gonna give this
sells,
nigga $1
bro.
million so we gonna push all his songs out about murdering everybody, push it
Right.
out to the
Yep,
kids, and now it's a cycle, bro. Cause once
Yep.
they hear that, oh, he got money, he doing all this cool shit. Say that. I gotta
Right.
do the shit that he's talking about in the songs, even if the guy not even doing it in his song. Like the guy really not doing it for real.
Yeah, but they still want you to push that field because it's like it's what sells now. You know what I mean? That is like violence, sex, and money. You know what I mean? Is all that they're selling nowadays, and it's designed by that. And I feel like fuck the streets is kind of their way of kind of maybe even rebelling against the labels. I could see it as, but you know what I mean? To me though, you know what I mean, I still think about, you know what I mean, the young people that's out there, you know what I mean, struggling, you know what I mean, whether they're, you know what I mean, scrambling to survive or just, you know what I mean, living legit lives, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'll never think about turning my back to those people because it's like there's kids out there, you know what I mean, with nothing, you know what I mean, but they look up to these people that have made something out of themselves coming from places that they've come from, you know?
exactly.
So
But that's true.
that's the way I
Yeah,
look
But
at
there's
it,
a
you know?
difference. There's a difference between like I'm gonna hustle for this money, bro. I'm gonna move the way I gotta move. Then like because a lot of the rap, they not talking about moving nothing. Not talking about no real money, bro. They
bro.
Right,
talking about sliding and spinning with no
right,
bread involved.
right.
Like
Bro, here's the thing. Here's the thing about rap nowadays. In today's generation, because in the old days it was easier to get away with crime. Nowadays, there is no way you can rap about the crimes you're doing, do
Right.
the crimes you say you're doing, and like nobody's gonna investigate you, right?
They
Chances
dry
are there
snitching now. That's what's getting them
exactly,
caught up too. A lot of
exactly.
rappers
So
is getting caught up dry snitching.
so like chances are you're rapping about something that's in the past or like maybe somebody else told you and it's like it sounded cool so like he's close to you so he's fine if you tell the story like that might be the hard truth but at the end of the day it's kind of like it's a catch-22 because I feel like the fans we love when a rapper is real so like
Authentic.
it's
Yeah.
authentic so
but we
like
don't know if they real. That's the thing. Majority of
we
them are
don't,
not
but like
real.
what I'm saying, and especially the younger audience, they care a lot about that. Like it's like weird, like oh, they care about if you went to jail already, or like I
Yeah.
don't know, like it's, but like I mean, it's on one hand, it's kind of like what would be the point in you rapping
It's
about you
self
doing
destruction
something?
is what it is, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
programmed self destruction by the industry. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And that's
It,
why when I do it, I'm coming from a different perspective, meaning that I'm an Italian American. You know what I mean?
it
So that's why I'm like, look, if you want to point the fingers, let's point the fingers at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like just
yeah,
rapping about reality. And so it's what it is, you know what I mean? But I think the labels have to look at themselves because it's a lot of that, being pushed, and it seems like they're trying to make it be like the only way one can survive and prosper when it's just not true, you know?
Even
yeah,
like when I first started making music, I had one of my boys, bro. This nigga a little bit crash out as well, But he was like, I was making music, and he was like, "Nah, you gotta start rapping about drilling people. Like, you gotta start rapping about murders." I was like, "Nigga, I don't murder niggas. Like, fuck." Like, so it's like I'm not like it's like, but a lot of times people get that influence in their head, and like, word, word. And then you end up rapping about some street shit. Even look at 6ix9ine for instance. The reason he in that situation, He wasn't out here doing that shit before. He felt like he had to do it. He got around some dudes, and they're like, "This is what we doing.
Yeah, he
We
felt
gonna put you on our
invincible.
back.
Nah,
You gonna
yeah.
rap out this shit, and then we all good. We gonna make some money." And that's
Yeah,
just
man.
but that's not him. That's not you for real. You end up in a
Bro,
situation.
that's the
Operating in
classic
an
story.
outdated system.
That's just a classic story because the thing is, a lot of times, even 6ix9ine thing, from the things I heard, bro, it's like you're kind of like mixed in with the streets because who your label is and who like you might be close with, but at the end of the day, he wasn't like a street nigga, right? You get rich and you meet some street niggas
He was definitely
who
from the hood, though. Definitely from the
yeah,
hood.
he's from the hood. He's from the hood, but you like, it's like, bro,
But he,
that's an easy connection. You're from the
Right.
hood. You can join a gang and not really be from there, but they can use you, your money, your influence to fund their operations. That's just
Mikey,
really how it works, right? That's probably
For
listen, a lot of
sure.
people.
For
That's
sure, man.
a lot
But
of people in the game.
let's switch the topic though, real quick, man. We
Word.
want to hit some other topics. Deuce, what else do we have on the agenda? Or I know Anthony want to talk about something on his
Oh
mind as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
we got a little off topic.
I mean, we kind of got the most serious topics out the way. I know Anthony, he wanted to talk about like something more personal, like stuff. Like I don't know if you like
Where you know
had
what?
something in
Nah,
mind.
I'm gonna throw the ball to Anthony. Yo, what would you like to talk about right now, Brody?
Um, so I was just listening to all y'all take. I mean, I didn't really like chip in, only because I was like, just letting in my sister into the crib and everything.
Are
But
you good, bro?
yeah,
Good.
no, yeah, I mean, I agree with everything, or at least most of the things that was said. I mean, I do have my 2 cents. Like, number one,
For
I just
sure.
feel like people are like trying to operate in an outdated system. Like the risk to reward is not what it used to be. People are rapping about the same things that got dudes like millions back then, but I hate to say when a market is oversaturated, but like
Hey,
like music is still art at the end of the day. And if everybody is doing the same thing, still saying the same thing, and it's not productive, and it's being called
yeah,
out, like there's so many things. Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
yeah, we
sure.
can hear you.
Oh, okay. Like there's just so many things that's going against that you're going against the grain to make you a successful artist. So I feel like if you don't, and honestly, money really, you know, brings you to the top. If I'm being totally honest, like I'm sorry, but like drilling because it's like rapping about drill because it's your passion. That's not make you like a mill anymore. Like I'm sorry, like you're not getting
Yeah.
discovered
Right. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're nice. Like you're getting discovered because of your influence. Like that's just it. At
Right.
the end of the day,
and
like
how is that
it's
your passion?
I would say that if you look at rappers like NBA YoungBoy, probably Lil Durk, I mean, before he went to jail,
Shout out to them artists, man. I don't want
yeah,
no
yes,
smoke.
exactly. Nah, but like, bro, they're at the top of the peak, rapping about what they're rapping about, right?
But the
So,
thing is, but the thing is,
like,
oh my bad, my bad. I'm
what?
not.
Now go ahead, go ahead. No,
Oh no,
if you
yeah,
got
the
something
thing
to
is
add,
though,
I want to hear what you guys saying.
I think hip hop is ultimately is the voice of the youth. You know what I mean? And now that it's it's changing. You know what I mean in terms of the fact that first it started with trap, I'd say, and now it's become like a lot of the youth is fucking with drill. I think it's kind of the language of the youth. You know what I mean? But I think there's only a problem when the artists are actually doing the shit that they're rapping about. Because not only you
But drill
spitting on
is
yourselves,
dead.
but
Drill
you're
is
like
dead.
bro,
becoming a part
y'all,
of the
y'all don't.
process. You know what I
It,
mean?
it
Like
Name
to
me a
me,
drill artist
rapping
right
about
now.
it is taking all that frustration out in an artful way. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Can you
when
name?
you hear a
But
beat, you just want to go in on it. So I'm saying all the most violent, like diabolical shit I could think of. That's the way I approach it. You know what I
all
mean?
right,
But at the end of the
even
day,
New
I'm
York.
not dry snitching. You know?
But even New York, right? Name me a new New York rapper that does
but
drill.
that, but that is the thing, right?
Drill is dead,
New
bro. All
York,
these niggas in
but
jail.
New
K Talk
York,
in jail.
Yeah,
New
Nas
because
York.
they
K
snitching.
jail. These niggas are deader in jail.
New York, right? New
They
York is
snitching.
very different. It's not a whole lot of tweets. There's really like not a whole lot of relevant rappers in New York, right?
But when
Currently,
drill first came out, wasn't a whole bunch of niggas from New York
yes.
lit?
But that style of rapping is fleeting. Like eventually people are gonna get tired of it. Like like that style, that specific style.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
It
it wasn't.
But
reinvents
No, it
itself. It
wasn't. They got
reinvents
tired of
itself.
it. Them niggas went.
Like
All them niggas went to jail.
yeah, that's
Everybody
true.
that was hot is in jail.
Yeah,
and
They just
I
gave
exactly.
K
mean,
Flock 35 years.
Yep.
it was. I
And
mean, the clown was gonna have it regardless. Because I'm not gonna hold you. So just because something is hot doesn't mean that it's like artistic or that it's authentic. And niggas been getting lazy with, especially with drill, for so long. Like, I can't lie. I think I've never seen. Wait, I hear like some more background noise. I don't know if that's just. Is that me?
Nah, you good, bro? You're good.
Now we
Okay,
can hear
yeah.
you, bro.
We can hear you.
Okay, word. I don't know if it's just me, but like drill was one of the most, like, it became one of the most repetitive genres I've ever heard in my entire life. Like,
Yeah.
and I felt, and it's, and we, it's a genre. Everything should sound similar, but I also feel like the artists in the, especially the hot artists in that space, were like really lazy with their work. Like, they were all saying the same things, like down to the same words, same cadence, and it's like, it got me thinking, why do I listen to songs in the first place? Like, sometimes I'm trying to feel good, sometimes I'm trying to feel
No
hype,
thanks.
sometimes I'm trying to feel like sad, I'm trying to flush out my emotions. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree a lot of I'm not agreeing with a lot of things I'm hearing right now, because I'll tell you right now, like, and I know a lot of people can say the same thing. G Herbo, if we're gonna consider him like drill music, I think that he's drill music,
I'm not
Chicago drill
considering
music. He he
Herbo's
was
all hip hop to me. He's everything.
Herb
he's
is
all
not
hip.
drill for
Okay,
me.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay,
He
that's cool.
he he he
Where I'm trying to
started.
get at though, where I'm trying to get at is that he has such an, like, especially when I grew up like listening to him, such an aggressive like storyline in his music. Like, he is drilling. He's talking about the stories of, the gunfights. He's rapping about the goric scenes, the graphic scenes that he's like actually experienced in life, right? And let me tell you something. Do you know how I used to be so impressed at how somebody was living in such a violent environment, and they were able to like articulate the horrors of what they were going through. Like, and number one, like, that shit was hard. Like nigga was going crazy on the mic. But number two, like, just it, imagine, what's the phrase, imagery with
Yeah,
his words, that I was actually like blown away to say, like, yo, like, I can't believe that he remembers all these like little details about all these little, things that he's had. And I felt like it wasn't good music to grow up to. I get it. But like, I was literally listening to it because the nigga was nice. Like, he was
yeah,
actually nice at doing that. Like, and I feel like that, what he
Hey,
wasn't
he's
also
still
being lazy.
nice.
He's
he's
still
And
still
he's
no,
still
nice.
nice to this day. He's still
but there was
nice
a
to this day.
reason. The reason I've always messed with Herb is there was a reason. There was a why for everything that he was doing, everything he was explaining,
That's
and there was
also
a
true.
and it wasn't like I'm just gonna go out and kill somebody just for fun of it.
Nah,
It was always like, yo, I'm
everything
gonna
had a
put
lesson. Everything
like
had a
you
lesson in it.
like, hey, if like don't do this, but if someone tried to do something to me, I already know what I'm gonna do to respond. Like, I'm not out here just like some of these niggas talk about like wake up in the morning just looking for a body. I'm like, bro, no.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Because Herbo gonna teach you about greed. He's
but
gonna teach you
but
about
Herb is
respect,
also if you
love.
want to, but Herb is also the
That's
person
actually really
like
true.
if we talking about like drill and we can't consider him a drill artist, like he's a person that was like, all right, you could tell he took time on his craft. I feel a lot of these
Definitely.
dudes when it comes to this drill are making music weren't necessarily going into it like think like I'm gonna make music. They just wanted to diss somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I
they got some
mean,
money and some fame, and then like I'm just gonna keep dissing somebody. There's no like progression in the work and the craft. It's just like I'm
Nah,
gonna do the
yeah.
same thing I was just doing, and I'm getting some clout over it, and I'm gonna start dissing everybody I hate.
yeah,
You know, so it takes out the musical aspect of it at the same time. I feel like Herb is one of the perfect examples for somebody to be like, okay, I'm in that life, but this music is really important to me. I'm gonna take real time and thought about what I'm gonna say and articulate how I'm gonna say it in a way that's gonna be crazy to the streets
He
and to
wasn't
anyone in the surrounding area as well.
he wasn't lazy.
He
I
wasn't
just feel like,
lazy.
yeah, I agree. I agree. And I actually agree with the lessons part that you said, bro.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Nah, nah, for sure. Like it's not. It wasn't just about. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like. You know what I mean? Gun smoke and action. You know what I mean? It's about like learning. You know what I mean? What's the story behind it? What's the reason why it got to this way? You know what I mean? Like look at a song like Malcolm. You know what I mean? G Herb was talking about a kid's whole story. He's rapping through somebody else's shoes, but he's making it seem like it's him. You know what I mean? That's how vivid he does that, you know. And so, anyways, let's.
And and on top of that, because I know I wasn't saying anything, I was just letting y'all chat for real, like,
For sure.
but also want to add in to say, why drill music like just get so popular is because so much of the country don't experience the concrete jungle. Like it's literally,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I remember when drill music was like blowing up, and the analysis videos were like flooding the internet, and I was like, nah, like yuck, bro. Because it
DJ
felt like
Academic.
at one point, it felt like, yeah, it felt like a fetish. It felt like a fetish of
Yeah.
like trying to like peer into the life of somebody who was like in that really really rough environment in America. Like, and the people who are always obsessed with it are the ones who are really like. There's only two people: those who literally relate to that music because they live it every single day, or those who have absolutely no idea about that life and they're just like fascinated by it. But hold up, I didn't say that was a good thing. I didn't say that was a bad thing either.
Of
I
course not.
feel like that's the beauty of music. It literally brings people together. Like people of different walks of life, they get to share this experience together that the artist is bringing forth to them, right? Okay. When you get lazy, you take like when you get lazy, you start to fuck up that bridge a little bit. Number one, but number two, I feel like drill music ended up being like those who were studying it ended up trying to copy the same exact flows, melody, words, like
The
stories
cadences.
from those who
It's two
actually, yeah,
cadences.
Yeah.
who cadences is hilarious, who literally came from that lifestyle
Nah, yeah.
and they tried to like copy and paste it to their own, and it's people didn't call it out at first. Everyone, not everyone is going to like get denounced as an artist. Obviously they're gonna get some support, and it just became the norm to start talking about things that you haven't lived, that you haven't rapped before, like, and then before you know it, now it's like everybody looks left and right and starts scratching their head of like, oh, where did the art go? Oh, where did the love go? Where did the passion go? And it was like, bro, like, either I feel like it just ran its course if I'm being totally honest, because obviously, in my opinion, if music had the power to do that from a humane perspective, I would want drill music to die at one point. Meaning, if drill music had the power to bring people from both um, ends of society together, like just because everyone is just in awe of like how this music can like be enticing and melodic and like just really like a good storytelling song.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's like living an ass lifestyle. Like, and I feel like, drill music on a humane perspective, like I would want drill music to die at one point because niggas shouldn't be living their life about that anymore. Like, I
Right.
would hate to see that 20 years later, those stories and those storylines are still valid because, the circumstances haven't changed. Like that's crazy. But instead, those same exact stories were taken by people who haven't really been through that, and they're like continuing on that legacy, but there's no legacy behind what they're putting out there. So I think it's interesting, but and that happens a lot with music though. Like that happens a lot
Yeah.
with music that people get inspired, but like they're not really down for the cause of what brought that music to life. But
Yeah.
I think it's that deep, in my opinion. I think it's that deep.
For sure,
Yeah.
man. Nah, hey, bro, and it all originated from 21 Savage making that tweet, bro. You know what I mean? So it's amazing what's come. You know what I
But it's
mean?
good to talk about. It's good to
Funny.
talk about.
Yeah, bro. But I think we also wanted to talk about the fact that I think also hip hop right now is in a bit of a tough spot. You know what I mean? I think it's
It
in a great
is.
spot too, but I also think it's in a tough spot because
It's in a
I'll tell you why
transition.
I think it's great. I think it's in a great spot right now because of the fact that I still feel like the underground and lyrical hip hop and whatnot, it's not as mainstream, but it's still relevant. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
there's still tons of people that are into it. But right now, I don't know if y'all saw the headline, but I think it was like the top 40 in Billboard. There was no hip hop tracks for the first time in years. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
personally don't think that's a bad thing because now, you know what I mean? If hip hop is more mainstream, then there's more, pop influence coming in, which is part of people's problems with an artist like Drake, for example. You know what I mean? However, what I'll say is, despite the fact that it's not mainstream and people saying our drill is dying, we see, Deuce brought this up. On Hot 97, they cut, what is it, Ebro and Rosenberg?
Yeah.
Yeah, their
They got
show.
cut, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
thought that was definitely alarming to me. Deuce, I know you brought it up, so I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah. Uh, it seemed like it's kind of been in the works for a little while. Just in general, radio as a whole has kind of just been dying for pretty much since social media started to take off. So it's kind of a miracle that shows that Ebro and Rosenberg and even the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, clap up to Charlemagne, but that they've been all been able to like have a career.
Yo,
At this
Charlemagne said
moment.
all that wild stuff and this show ain't get canceled. Not once. All
Yeah,
that
but
wild shit he said, and they got canceled before he did. I'm shocked,
Charlamagne
but
just signed another $200 million deal.
yeah, he's gonna be rich.
bro,
He's already rich. Now he's gonna be
he's
stupid
laughing at
rich.
everybody, but he's like, yo, yeah, y'all thought I was wild, but I got the contract. I think we gonna see some extra stuff. We gonna see some stuff we ain't
Oh, now
seen.
that he got paid, now that he got money, it's over. Yeah, now you're getting that
He
type
got
of
the
interview. It's
contract.
like,
He
oh,
got
We
the
I
have
can
a
see
real
contract
him
now.
really
conversation
doing
about
this.
Ebro though. Like
Yeah.
Ebro should have been cut a minute ago.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you,
He
right?
be
I'm a hip
hating too
hop
much,
head.
dog. He be
They,
The
hating
they,
problem
too
with
I,
much.
Ebro,
I
the
wasn't.
problem,
I was not tuning in lately. I wasn't,
it,
and it
it
wasn't
wasn't
even
even
Bro,
that.
against
The
people like that
problem, the
either.
problem with Ebro is he was trying to be a gatekeeper of hip hop, especially a gatekeeper of New York hip hop,
but
without
here's the
being
thing.
from New York. He's from the Bay, and he's from the Bay. He didn't understand the youth. Like I remember when he brought Uzi on and Kodak on, he was on some mad negative energy. Like y'all not gonna be shit in a year, 2 years. Y'all gonna need me. So he was trying to gatekeep like how he knew everything. And I used to say like hip hop's a young person game, right?
For sure.
So like you discredited all the young artists, right? Unless they make the music that you want to hear, or like
Right.
the
Yep.
music that you've been trying to gatekeep. And everyone says Ebro the reason New York hip hop kind of fell off in a sense.
He
He
played a part. But
he
what you
played the
guys
part.
don't, what people, a lot of people don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna assume a lot of people don't know. Ebro is actually the head of hip hop operations at Apple. Do you guys know that?
I actually didn't. Nah.
I know that.
Okay, yes.
But
So
Apple Music sucks.
he would purposefully he would purposefully make sure like certain rappers like don't show up on playlists. I mean, that's just word of mouth. I don't know for a fact. I obviously don't know him. So like, but just given his comments, it would make sense. He doesn't really support the whole new age of rap. He only really checks on, like the older type of, and there's nothing wrong with that, But if you're the head of operations of a newer generation and your ideals aren't of the new generation, then how is the new generation going to really like have a chance to survive if you're over there just saying, "Oh, I don't like." I mean,
Yeah.
granted, it may not be my type of music. It's not, but
Nah.
like,
The interview with Kodak was mad disrespectful though. To bring
yeah,
that up, Teo, bro, because with Kodak, like they wasn't even asking questions about his music, nothing about his
exactly.
albums. I hate I love being able to pull up to an interview, you know what I mean, and the artists they already know about the music, like they treat it like a fan, and they just
Exactly.
wasn't treating him like a fan, even though he was one of the hottest artists at that time,
They
like
were just trying to get him. They were trying to get
right.
him. That's
Oh,
They
for
were
sure.
trying to
But
use it for
even
popularity.
before they
That's the
talk about
part.
the case, they were just asking him nonsense, like nothing about
Yeah.
his music, you know what I mean, nothing to which. You know what I mean? Because I know about both sides. I know about the artist side and I know about the journalism side. And part of a journalist is to be able to find what makes that artist great in a non-biased way. And it seemed like they came in with biases against him. Like the Uzi one, I could see a little bit of, you know what I mean? Like Uzi was kind of like talking shit about the type of beats. So I could see why
Uzi
they
said,
got.
"I'm
But the
not rapping on
Kodak
no
joint
old
was
type." Because
disrespectful.
no. But honestly, why you gonna give Uzi a boom
A
bap type
premiere
beat and
beat?
tell him to
Nah,
rap on it? Like, what are we doing?
nah. Give him a
Like,
track. Give him a track.
he's
Give him a track
not
for
a
sure.
rock star, bro.
That's
Yeah.
Like,
I
what are we
mean,
no bad
doing?
hey,
journalism. Yeah,
Uzi can rap though. Uzi can rap
No,
though.
Uzi can rap, but he not gonna. Uzi not gonna come onto a radio show where he don't have to rap. You ain't gonna have him no money to rap, and then tell him like, "Yo, hear this boom bap type beat. You gonna rap on this if you
Hey,
like it or not."
but hear me out, Telltale. Hear me out, Telltale. But part of what makes artists like Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick dangerous is
They
you
can
could
do
throw
that.
on any beat, and they'll rhyme on it. You know what I mean? So maybe, you know
But
what I
and
mean?
that's the thing, bro. And I think you mentioned J. Cole. And I feel like J. Cole is very different because he's really like the only person I don't really know. I'm not too knowledgeable. He's the only person I know who really graduated college for musical musical major. He's legit studied hip hop. So like The fact that he went to school for it and became one of the top rappers, that's commendable because like, bro, that's
No, but
like
okay, but
there's probably no beat. He probably can't
that's
rap on it
true.
because how
That might be
much
true.
knowledge he has of it. But
But
like
how out of touch you gotta be to hear Uzi music, right?
yes.
And then be like, nah, you gonna rap over some
Gangstar.
beat. We gonna be rap. Yo, we made this beat in '04, bro. We picked it off the shelf.
Nah,
Like you gonna rap over it.
they picked Mass Appeal by Gangstar. That wasn't a good match.
That's just like
It's like it shows how out of touch a person is off the music.
it's just
For
That you
sure.
even
bias.
gonna do
It's
that.
just
You're not gonna
bias,
bring
Shout out
bro.
to
Katy
Premier
Perry
though. Shout out
outside
to
the
Premier.
spot and put on like an old folk tune and be like, yo, sing on this.
Nah,
Not
for
yet.
sure. If I had Uzi in my studio, I wouldn't throw that on. Nah, I totally get that. But Uzi could have been a little like more. He's like, I don't rap like that. Like you didn't have to say all that. He could just
No,
like, yo, throw on
but
another
that was
beat.
the
Nah,
seventh time he
bro.
told him. He's like, bro, I told y'all before I got here.
Yeah.
If you
But no,
put
I
on
agree though.
some that I'm not
Ebro was
rapping.
definitely a hothead though.
And then
He's
Ebro
gonna
was like,
get
"Oh,
into
you ain't
it.
gonna
Like
be you ain't gonna be nothing in 2 years, bro. This is like."
yeah,
He's like, "No,
that's
I'm a
you don't
rock
gotta say that.
star." And Uzi a rock star, so let him be a rock star.
Hey, Uzi went up after that, so
Because hip hop is
He
turned
did.
into like hip hop like in previous times have been kind of like there's lanes that you go kind of follow through, right? I feel
right,
like we're in a part of hip hop where the lane is so much bigger. There's so much more lanes you could go into.
right,
So like to try to box somebody into thing and like, oh, if you can't do this, then you ain't gonna be shit. You know?
right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like
This
hip
nigga
hop
Ryan
is
said
growing.
pub at 8 o'clock, bro. Like it's not
He
supposed
told
to
me that
fuck.
shit too.
This nigga's crazy, bro.
Hey yo, Deuce. I want to get one last thoughts, and then we got an announcement. We're gonna wrap up because it's been a hell
Nigga, it's
of a
only been an
first
hour, bro. Look at
episode,
this.
bro.
It's not 4.
Now
Oh
we did.
no.
We
We've had 5
now,
plus viewers the whole time, in and
Bro,
out, bro.
in and out, bro. In and out. Like I think, bro. Now we've been cooking. We've been cooking.
for some reason, I haven't
Definitely.
been able to see the viewers, so I don't even know who's been popping in here. But I appreciate everybody who's been coming in here. Honestly,
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
we've
Hey,
been
listen,
cooking.
listen, everybody.
This
If
is
you
all
tuning in,
props.
man, join us at the pub at 9 o'clock, man. We outside, baby.
Pub
Yes,
vibes, bro. We don't give a fuck about no
you
snow. We
got,
Hey,
outside.
hey, yo,
you
hold
got,
on. First things first, though. I want to
you
give
got.
a big shout out to Anthony, bro. He was a guest for the first time on our show on the first live stream, you know what I mean? And he
Yeah,
made it work, you know what I mean? He's a family man, so he's obligated, but he's still giving us jewels to make us think, bro. He wasn't saying no bullshit, so I appreciate you, Agu.
thanks.
And of course, we
Appreciate you, bro.
appreciate you, Baby Teo.
Appreciate you,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Of
This dude
course.
is one of the best artists, bro. And trust me, this up and coming shit, yo, Teo got
Man,
some
hey,
fire in the bag, bro.
I got
Just
some fire in the
in case
tuck. I
you
got some
don't
fire in the
know, man.
tuck.
we trying to showcase
And
all our
also, I got a
brothers.
feature on it. That's part of why I'm saying it. But another reason
Mm-hmm.
why is because he got some hot shit, bro. So we
I want to
appreciate
mix up
you, Big
everything.
Teo, man. I appreciate the takes you gave us too, and everybody that joined us. We appreciate y'all too, man. This was a hell of a stream, bro. I
I love the
appreciate you.
stream, and we're gonna do more of these,
Definitely,
bro. I swear.
definitely.
Now, hey,
Yeah,
yo, hey, look, we might be able to have a podcast. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
No, oh
We
no,
might be
no,
able to get this
definitely.
podcast going, bro.
No,
yo,
no. Their
Nah,
names,
hey,
we need a
most of their names already
continuation,
written down.
a
all we need
sequel.
now is some half naked bitches.
gotta
Hey.
get this shit going, brother.
Yeah, I like ending it on that note.
One.